Okay friend, let's start with today's discussion. The first news of 1st May 2022 is government's ignoring court order, says CJI. So what is the news? Government's ignoring court orders, says Chief Justice of India. So actually yesterday a conference, or you may call it a joint sitting, was organized in Vigyan Manch, New Delhi, between the legislature as well as judiciary. Okay, so in that joint sitting, starting from Prime Minister, then the chief ministers of all states, then the law ministers of state as well as union, okay, and other important ministers were present in that joint sitting. And starting from Chief Justice of India as well as other senior most judges of Supreme Court as well as Chief Justice of High Court and other senior judges of High Courts were also present in that joint sitting from the judiciary. Okay, and we all know that legislation and judiciaries are dependent on each other. That's why any kind of dispute between them should be resolved, and for that reason this kind of joint sitting is organized. Okay, the last time this joint sitting was organized on 2016. So in this joint sitting, both Prime Minister from legislature and the Chief Justice of India from the judiciary has delivered and raised some valuable important issues, okay, regarding smooth conduction of judiciary. So we will go through this. Firstly, I will tell you what is the important point raised by our Chief Justice of India, Mr. N.V. Ramana. So he told laws should be made in Parliament after thorough debate and discussion, incorporation of the needs of society. Then often litigation is triggered because of two reasons. Litigation means litigation between the legislature and the judiciary. Litigation is triggered because of two reasons. First, non-performance of various wings of executive. Second, the legislature is not realizing its full potential. These are unavoidable burdens on judicial system. So judicial system is facing problem due to two reasons. One is non-performance of various wings of executive. Executive means the cabinet, who is the primary responsible for making law. So non-performance of various wings of cabinet as well as the legislature is not realizing its full potential. Okay, these are the two reasons. That's why the judicial system is facing problem. Okay, because the cabinet is responsible to make law and the law will be followed by the judiciary. So if the cabinet is not making law in a proper way as per the need of society, then the problem will be faced by the judiciary system. Okay, this is the thing the Chief Justice of India raised. Then there is also question about judiciary not delivering timely justice. We always say that the judiciary system is a long process system to gain the justice. Then why it is that? If you go to our websites, the Chief Justice in India saying that if you go to our website, you can check the huge workload on every judges. So there is a limitation of judge. There is also many vacancies in Supreme Court and High Court judge post. That's why a huge load burden on the existing judges. Now PIL, public interest litigation, is a public fundamental right, but sometimes it is being misused to halt judicial work. Today PIL became a way to take revenge and rivalry. So PIL means sometimes you take an example. Suppose a government is building a infrastructure project on a forest area. So any forest activities submit PIL against that infrastructure project in Supreme Court. So PIL is a fundamental right, but currently PIL is misused and it is used for retaliation or in rivalry case. So it is a extra burden on the court. Okay, government should give focus on certain judicial matter like ease of law, improving infrastructure, filling up vacancies, encouraging local language. So government should give focus on ease of law. There are certain laws which is very critical, means the accused will take benefit from that law. There are some laws. Then the infrastructure of the judicial system should be improved, means it may be digitized. Okay, it may be online service. Okay, then filling up vacancies and encouraging local language. Local language should be give priority in the hearing of court. Okay, now this is the important thing raised by Chief Justice N.V. Raman. Now after him, our Prime Minister gives his important speech, and speech of Prime Minister is, first is, government is working on the issue to fill up the vacant judges seat in Supreme Court and High Court. Okay, so government is already working to fill up vacant judges seat in Supreme Court and High Court. So the procedure of filling vacant post in Supreme Court, High Court, the procedure will be completed with cooperation from the both legislature as well as judiciary. Combination of both will only can solve the recruitment of judge. Okay, so collaboration of both will be needed to fill up the vacancy. Next, like every other services, judicial system should also have digital facilities. Total digitalization of judiciary, also called e-court, should be implemented within 2047 100 years of independence. So as we know that everything starting from banking, loan, okay, any kind of booking, all things become online. We are getting the online service. Then why we will not get online service in case of judicial system? So government is planning that the court system totally will be digitized, e-court system. The total hearing will be on online. Okay, so everything will be online within 2047 100 years of independence. This is government plan, and according to that, Prime Minister ordered the state to improve focus on digitization of the court system. Now, central government has already abolished 1450 numbers of useless laws to ease out public services, but till today states have only abolished 75 useless laws. So there are many useless law, hampering law, which can be misused by the accused person. Okay, so center abolished 1450 number of useless law to ease out cases, and the center also urged states so that the laws made by states on the state subject, they should also abolish the useless law. Next is law universities in many countries have included bioethics, cyber security, robotics, artificial intelligence like subject into their course. We should also focus to create international level course program. So law course program should include these subjects: bioethics, cyber security, robotics, artificial intelligence. Next is judiciary must be connected to the public, should be according to the language of public. So judiciary is according to the law or constitution of India, it is okay, but it should be also connected to the public. Okay, and their language should be the language of public or the language of society. In many countries, law is generated by legal entities as well as public opinion. So to generate law, to make law, not only the cabinet will make law. Before making law, the cabinet should also discuss with the public, with the expert in the society before implementing any law. Okay, these are the vision, and these things already applied by government. Okay, now we should encourage local language in judiciary system. Okay, suppose a court in Maharashtra, the hearing procedure may be or should be in Marathi language also. so that local language should be promoted in judiciaries also. Humanity should be there in every cases. There are approximately 3.5 lakhs of small businessmen are under trial and faces many barriers. Court should observe whether they can be released in bail. So to run small business, sometimes businessmen do some offensive anti things. Okay, so court will sentence them imprisonment, but we should release them in bail. The Prime Minister is saying that the businessmen should released in bail so that they can run their business if it is not hampering any natural activity or any human. Okay, they should be released on bail so that they can run their business. Now there are many long duration cases. Court should look into this, whether this case can be solved through mediation or mutual understanding. So through mediation or through mutual understanding between the two parties, matter may be solved. So court should encourage mutual understanding also. Okay, so this is the conference room. You can see that chief ministers of all states, like Chief Minister of Haryana, Chief Minister of Gujarat, Chief Minister of Delhi, then behind him Chief Minister of Punjab, then Chief Minister of Odisha, okay, Chief Minister of Tripura, then the law ministers of state, union, all have seated in the conference. Okay, so this is the related things from the first news. Okay, now move to next news, next topic. ED seizes 5551 crore rupees of Xiaomi India. Huge amount. So Xiaomi India, it is also branded as MI phone. So the Enforcement Directorate has seized 5551 crore rupees of Xiaomi Technology India Private Limited under the provision of the Foreign Exchange Management Act in connection with alleged illegal remittance made by the company. So what the company has done? Illegal remittance. Remittance means to send money or to gift money to some other company. Okay, illegally. This is their fault. The fault is on about the Foreign Exchange Management Act. So it is a wholly owned subsidiary of the China-based Xiaomi Group. So the main parent company is the China-based Xiaomi Group. According to the ED, the company launched its operation in India in 2014 and remitted money from the next year. So founded their company in 2014, and from the 2015 they start sending or gifting money to other company. Okay. Then it sent foreign currency equivalent to 555.27 crore rupees to 3 foreign based entities, which include one Xiaomi Group entity in the guise of royalty. So they send money to 3 different companies. From 2015 up to date, they are continuously sending money, and the total value of money is this amount, 5,000 crore, nearly more than 5,000 crore, to 3 different company. One of the company is the Xiaomi Group entity. Okay, so in which form they are sending money? In the guise of royalty. As a royalty they send the money. Now what is royalty? Royalty payment is a payment made by one party to another that owns a particular asset for the right to ongoing use of that asset. So if one party is borrowing or purchasing a asset from another party, okay, or one party is want to use an asset which belongs to of another party, then the party has to give royalty, means some rupees, before using his property. Okay, this is the royalty. So the Xiaomi Group, the Xiaomi Technology India, is sending more than 5,000 crore rupees to the 3 foreign company in the name of royalty. Now such huge amounts were remitted on the instruction of Chinese parent group entities. So who instructed them to send money? The Chinese parent group. Chinese parent group means the China-based Xiaomi group. Now Xiaomi India procures completely manufactured mobile sets and other products from the manufacturers in India. So Xiaomi India totally procure manufactured mobile. Xiaomi India completely procures manufactured mobile set and other products from the manufacturers in India. So they have no relation, actually they have no property relation or monetary relation with the China based Xiaomi group. The Xiaomi Technology India procures or purchases the mobile handset and other parts totally from the manufacturers in India itself. So what is the need to send this huge amount in the name of royalty to the China based Xiaomi group? Okay, this is the thing ED catch. Now Xiaomi India has not availed any service. They have not availed any service from the 3 foreign based entities to whom such amount have been transferred. Okay, so this is the thing. They violate the section 4 of Foreign Exchange Management Act. Okay, also they mislead the bank while remitting the money abroad. So this is the crime the Xiaomi India group committed. That's why this huge amount is seized by the Enforcement Directorate. Now we should know little bit about Foreign Exchange Management Act. Act 1999 means the passed from both house and gained president assent on the year 1999, is an act of the Parliament of India to consolidate and amend the law relating to foreign exchange with objective of facilitating external trade and payment for promoting the orderly development and maintenance of foreign exchange market in India. So the act mainly told us that you can conduct foreign trade, means you can send or you can purchase, okay, import foreign currency according to your trade, but that should be in a authorized way. Okay, unauthorized way you cannot send foreign currency like dollar. Okay, unauthorized way you cannot send money to foreign countries or bring money from foreign countries. You cannot do it in an unauthorized way. There should be an authorized way. So this is the Foreign Exchange Management Act. Now it is passed in 1999, replacing the Foreign Exchange Regulation Act. Now we should know also about the ED. Enforcement Directorate is a law enforcement agency. Okay, like Narcotics Control Bureau, like the CBI. It is also, the ED is a law enforcement agency and economic intelligence agency responsible for enforcing economic laws and fighting economic crime in India. Any kind of economic crime, then the duty of ED to solve the case. Now what kind of economic crime? Whenever any offence is registered by local police which has generated proceeds crime of over and above 1 crore, then the ED steps. Below 1 crore, ED will not step up. If the crime of economic crime valued rupees more than 1 crore, then the ED will come into the case. It is under the Ministry of Finance, Government of India. Now ED today multi-dimensional organization investing economic offence under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, Fugitive Economic Offenders Act and Foreign Exchange Management Act. Headquartered in New Delhi. It is an executive body. Okay. So executive means it is formed by the cabinet to resolve the case related to economic crime. It is formed by the cabinet. Now next topic is next important topic is this: government to develop Rohini as adopt of lakes. So Rohini is a place in New Delhi. So Water Minister and Delhi Jal Board Chairman Satyendra Jain on Saturday visited Rohini Lake to review the progress of various units being constructed in line with Delhi government's objective to transforming capital into a city of lake. So a project called a city of lake has been started by the Delhi government, and in this project the Delhi government is renovating, rejuvenating and transforming various dried lake in the Delhi area. Okay, in the Delhi area. So first is the lake in Rohini. So the chairman Satyendra Jain has visited that area and instructed the working authority. Okay, so this is the present picture of Rohini lake. Okay, and after transformation it will be look like this. It will be look like this. So it will be modified and huge amount of pure water will be imported into this lake. Okay, and the resort will also be developed beside the around the lake. Now the government plans to develop Rohini as an adopt of lakes recreation with 8 months. On Saturday, Mr. Jain directed the official concert to modify the structure so that underground water recharge not only recreate the surface water but also the underground water recharge can be maximized using cost effective method and healthy ecological condition can be maintained. Now the project consists of total 8 lake will be received and recharged. 8 lake will receive and recharge 68 million liter per day of treated water from Rohini sewage treatment plant, government says. And the Rohini lake project is one of the 23 lakes to be revived in the capital and has also been designated as a key project of the Delhi government. So the city of lake project consists of total 23 lakes. Okay, so out of 23 lakes, 8 lakes situated in Rohini, which will be transformed by the Delhi government by recharging it with 68 million liter per day water from Rohini sewage treatment plant. So this is the related news. Next news is traditional wisdom keeps native seeds alive. What is the news about? So, a tribal woman in southern Rajasthan's Banaswara district, which has named itself Saksham Samuha, has taken up the preservation of seeds as a mission in the form of Bij Swaraj or seed sovereignty, helping out the tribal communities with training and guidance. So the main function of this group, of this self-help group in Rajasthan Banaswara district Saksham Samuha group, that to preserve seeds and use it later. This is their main funda. They are also conducting training and guidance program. This group is supplying seeds to farmers regularly for cultivation and crops and vegetable. So what is from where they are collecting the seeds and what is the properties of these seeds? The indigenous seeds varieties are inherently compatible with the local farming condition. Okay, it is inherently compatible with local farming condition and are economically practical and environmentally more sustainable than the high yielding varieties being used in agriculture field. Okay, beside this, seeds are pest resistant and require a very limited use of chemical pesticides. So the property is very good of these seeds. Now to get vegetable seeds, women allow the vegetable to ripen and let them dry, separate the seeds and keep them in a store. While several farmers are dependent on the government agency or private farm for getting seeds, the women's initiative had provided them with an alternative with which they are keeping the indigenous seeds alive. So when the farmer needs seed, okay, to farm, they move to government, but this woman group is continuously supplying seeds, okay, to the farmer when there is a shortage of seeds. Okay, now they have also generated awareness among the tribal communities about the significance of indigenous seeds, as today the concept of green revolution has drastically shifted the focus of agriculture away from biodiversity to high yielding crops. Now today in the age of green revolution, we are focusing on high yielding crops, but that is against biodiversity, so these traditional seeds are should be preserved and used. It is rich nutrient and insect resistance, and also very limited use of chemical paste to grow these seeds. Okay, so this the government tries to promote this group, the function of this group. So this is the way they are preserving the seeds in Rajasthan district. Okay, next news is 600 rice mills install blending machines for rice fortification. Okay, this is the rice mill in Telangana. So as many as 600 of the 900 major rice mills in Telangana have installed blending machines to add micronutrients to parboiled rice milled from paddy bought by them in the Rabi season. So what happened in the past, I am telling you that Telangana farmer have cultivated huge amount of parboiled rice. Parboiled means partially boiled rice. Okay, and the Telangana, and they cannot sell it into the market. Okay, so Telangana government urged the union government, Telangana government urged the Food Corporation of India Limited to buy that parboiled rice at a minimum support price from the farmer. Okay, but initially the FCI rejected their offer that they will not buy the parboiled rice because the demand of parboiled rice is very less, and already huge amount of parboiled rice already stocked in the FCI godown. Okay, but after continuously request by the Telangana government, the central government means the FCI finally decided that the FCI had agreed to buy 40.2 lakh tons of raw rice and 2.6 lakh tons of fortified parboiled rice of the Rabi crop from the state, while rejecting the unfortified variety. So this parboiled rice was grown in Rabi season, okay, not Kharif season. So after continuous request, Food Corporation finally told that okay, we will buy fortified parboiled rice only, not unfortified variety. We will only buy the fortified variety of parboiled rice, 2.6 lakh, as well as 40.2 lakhs ton of raw rice from your state. So now the duty of Telangana government to convert unfortified variety of rice to fortified variety of parboiled rice, so that Food Corporation can purchase it at minimum support. Now how they can convert it? Rice fortification is a process of adding micronutrients to regular rice using extrusion technology. The micronutrients that are used to blend included iron, folic acid, vitamin D and B12. So by the blending machine, the manufacturer can add nutrients like iron, folic acid, vitamin D and vitamin B12 to the unfortified variety to convert it in a fortified parboiled rice. So by adding nutrients with this unfortified variety, the rice become a fortified parabolic rice. Okay, the official said center proposed the supply of fortified rice in the public distribution system to improve immunity levels of people in the background of the novel coronavirus and other pathogens. So government also tried to distribute in public distribution of the fortified parboiled rice, which is rich in nutrient, okay, so that the immunity level of people in the background novel coronavirus and other pathogen should be improved. to improve the immunity level. So this is the related news. Move to next news. General Manoj Pandey is army chief. Okay, so he is our new army chief, General Manoj Pandey, taking baton or taking charge from the going or retiring army chief Mr. Manoj Naravane. Both has the first name of Manoj. So Manoj Naravane is giving the charge in the hand of new army chief Miss General Manoj Pandey. So General Manoj Pandey, PVSM, Param Vishisht Seva Medal, then Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, then Vishisht Seva Medal. On Saturday took charges as the 29th Chief of the Army Staff from General Manoj Naravane, who retired from service. General Pandey is the first officer from the Corps of Engineers to head the 1.3 million army. Okay, so he is the first army chief from the engineer background because he has done BTech in civil engineering from Army College. Okay, so he is the first army chief who has the engineering background. Okay, now what about the post army chief? Previously, the name of this post was Commander-in-Chief, Indian Army on 1947-1948. After that, it renamed to Chief of the Army Staff and Commander-in-Chief, Indian Army in 1948 to 1955, and finally it became Chief of Army Staff from 1958 up to present. The first Indian Chief of Army Staff was General Kodandera Madappa Kariappa. He is a famous person. 1899 to 1893 he was in office. Okay, he is basically related to the Sino-India war, or means India-China war. Now next is the medal. Param Vishish Seva Medal, Ati Vishish Seva Medal, and Vishish Seva Medal. What is about the medal? We should also know. So this is our ex Chief of Defence Staff, Mr. Bipin Rawat, and this is his medal list. Okay, in his chest. So military medal, wartime gallantry reward, the highest medal given to the army who is involved in a war. Wartime gallantry reward highest is Paramveer Chakra, then Mahavir Chakra, then Veer Chakra. Okay. Next, wartime distinguished service medals. Other medals to the army who involved in any war, that is Sarvottam Yudh Medal and Uttam Yudh Seva Medal and Yudh Seva Medal. Now next is Peacetime Gallantry Award. Peacetime Gallantry Award means the army involved in peace, any kind of related to any kind of peacekeeping force or to maintain peace. Okay, suppose there is a conflict in India-China border, so the Indian government sends some troop to the India-China border to maintain peace. Okay, there is the object is not involved in war. The objective is to maintain peace in the border. So for that peace, the gallantry reward is Ashok Chakra, Kirti Chakra and Shaura Chakra, as well as Param Vishishta Seva Medal, Ati Vishishta Seva Medal and Vishishta Seva Medal. Okay, so another is the Distinguished Service and Gallantry Award for the Navy, for the Army, that is Sena Medal, Navy Nausena Medal and Air Force Vayu Sena Medal. Okay, so our new Army Chief holds Param Vishish Seva Medal, Ati Vishish Seva Medal and Vishish Seva Medal. So Param Vishish Seva Medal, Ati Vishish Seva Medal and Vishish Seva Medal related to the Peacetime Distinguished Service Medal. Okay. Sorry. Move to next news. POCSO court awards death sentence to two. Very heartbreaking news. What is the heartbreaking news is the Protection of Children from Sexual Offence POCSO Act. Okay, So death sentence awarded to two convicted rapists who also murdered a 15-year-old victim by a protection of children from sexual offense court in Bundi over the weekend. Over the weekend means within 7 days, police arrest the rapist, and the POCSO court declared the judgment to hang that culprit. Okay, very heinous crime. Over based on the case of officer's scheme which ensured first submission of the charge sheet and the speedy trial, the court considered it to be a rarest of rare case. So two criminal not only raped a 15-year-old but also killed this 15-year-old girl. Okay, because of brutalization of the girl's body, very heinous crime. Now that this is the news, now we should know the POCSO Act. What is the POCSO Act? 5 things to know about the POCSO Act. All should know. The POCSO Act 2012 and its corresponding rules were enacted with the objective to protecting children from slew of sexual offence and introducing child-friendly judicial mechanism for dealing with such offence. But despite the existence of such laws in our country, the scale of such abuse is staggering. According to a 2017 survey conducted by World Vision India, 1 in every 2 children is a victim of sexual abuse in India. Further, in a majority of the cases, the perpetrators are known to the victim. So the relative of the child is in maximum cases are the criminal. Okay, so always be careful. Incidents of child abuse are also rising exponentially since the COVID-19 pandemic, with new and insidious forms of cybercrime. So this is a new type of crime. The criminal not only doing sexual offense with the children, but also he is doing cybercrime by uploading uploading her image into social media. Okay, so all comes into the POCSO Act. Now first thing we should know that it is a gender neutral law. Means by defining any child, any person below the age of 18 years, the POCSO Act sets a gender neutral tone for legal framework available to child sexual. Whether the child is a girl or a boy does not matter. This is a gender neutral law. The Act also does not distinguish between the perpetrators of child sexual abuse on the ground of gender. Whether the criminal is a man or woman, that is also does not matter. Totally a gender neutral law. Now next is not reporting abuse in an offense. Not reporting the abuse is also an offense. It requires every person who suspects or has knowledge of sexual offense being committed against the child to report it to the local police. Means the Act is saying that as early as possible, immediately you should report. You should means the parent or the whoever known about the sexual offense should report to the police officer. Otherwise, that is also an offense. Any person in charge of an institution who fails to report the commission of sexual offense relating to a subordinate is liable to be punished. Next is no time limit for reporting abuse. Why? Typically, the trauma that child sexually abused victims endure prevent them from voicing their complaints immediately. So, just after a girl is sexually abused by someone, she is not a mental state to talk. Okay, she is under traumatized condition. So realizing this, in 2018, the Union Minister of Law and Justice clarified that there is no time or age bar for reporting sexual offense under POCSO Act. Consequently, a victim can report an offense at any time, even a number of years after the abuse been committed. Any time after any years, the girl can report about the sexual offense. There is no time barrier. Maintaining confidentiality of the victim's identity. Section 23 of POCSO Act prohibits disclosure of victim's identity in any form of media. Media cannot disclose except when permitted by special court established under the Act. A violation of this section can attract punishment under the Act regardless of whether such disclosure are made in good faith. If a media think that I am disclosing her identity in good faith, that is also a crime. You cannot, without the permission of court, you cannot disclose the victim's identity. New obligation under POCSO. So new addition. What is that? First, any institution housing children or coming in regular contact with them is required to conduct periodic police verification and background check of every employee who might interact with child. Any institution housing children means any children home or maybe in school, maybe play school. Okay. Periodic police verification should conduct and background check of every employee should be conducted by the state government as well as by the school authority. Okay. Next, secondly, such an institution must impart regular training to sensitize its employee on child safety and protection. So training should be given to the employee of that institution about the safety and protection of child. Third, and most importantly, it has to adopt a child protection policy based on the principle of the zero tolerance to violence against child. So the state government as well as the authority of that school should take a child protection policy. Means there should rules and there should regulation, there should be CCTV cameras, there should be 24 hours observation on the child, okay, to protect them against violence, and there should be zero tolerance. That is very important. So this is the thing. Next is autism support network to help give specialized care in rural India. Okay. So autism, what is autism? Autism, it is a disease. It is a disease like abnormality. Okay. So 2nd April is the World Autism Awareness Day. Okay. So to create awareness of autism spectrum disorder and help people understand, accept and support individuals with autism and their parents and caregivers, the Tata Power Community Development Trust has partnered with Center for Autism and Other Disabilities Rehabilitation Research and Education, a not-for-profit organization based in Thiruvananthapuram, to launch Pay Attention, a different mind is a gifted mind, India's first digital autism support network. So that's why all respect the Tata. Tata is the universal respected organization. So Tata Power Community Development Trust partnered with CADRRE, okay, to launch a new network which is called Pay Attention, a different mind is a gifted mind. Okay. So what about the network? What about the project? The project aims to create network of grassroots champions. Grassroots champions enable early identification, first level care, teach social skill, ways to ease activities of daily living, hold workshops for sensory and motor development, art and craft, dance, music therapy, physical and mental fitness, communication skill, and enable support for academics. Very proud things have done by the Tata Group. In addition to this, a toll-free autism support helpline is also launched at this number to provide interactive support and much needed professional aid for families in need. So if you know any children diseased by the autism, you can tell their parents to connect in this number, and this network will help them. Now, what is the property of autism? Features: a typical speech pattern and tone of voice. Typical speech pattern, tone of voice, late development of speech skill, difficulty maintaining on responding to conversation, limited eye contact, limited response to social interaction, repetitive speech and behavior pattern, difficulty in understanding other people's feeling and expressing their own. Okay, but I am telling you that autism is curable disease, not a non-curable disease. Okay, so the children needs sympathy, care and encouraged from the parents as well as from the society, because as per Tata, they are the grassroots champions, and a different mind is a gifted mind. It's a God gifted mind. Next point is gross green violation in Sundarbans, CAG. So CAG is the Comptroller Auditor General. A recent audit report of the Comptroller Auditor General has pointed out illegal construction and violation of environmental norms in two Ramsar sites in West Bengal, the East Kolkata wetland and the Sundarban. So there is a gross violation of environmental norms, okay, on these two area of West Bengal, East Kolkata wetland and Sundarban wetland. Means these two areas is not maintained as per environmental rule, as per environmental laws, okay, and these two sites are included in the Ramsar sites, okay. So it is the duty of the state government as well as the central government to protect this wetland, because wetland is the richest biodiversity area, richest by maximum biodiversity you can found in the wetland. Wetland means mixing of land and water, that is the place we call as wetland, richest biodiversity area, okay. So illegal construction, filling up the water with soil to construct infrastructure project, these are the reason of destroying a wetland, and government should focus on that. Now, in absence of effective measure by the East Kolkata Wetland Measurement Authority, water bodies were dried up, filled illegally since 2007. EKWM has identified 357 cases of violation, out of which 101 cases were identified between December 2015 and March 2020. This is the thing. Okay, so this is the East Kolkata wetland, okay, a rich biodiversity area, and this is our beloved Sundarban, the biggest wetland of India, okay. Now, what is Ramsar Site? A Ramsar Site is a wetland site designated to be of international importance under the Ramsar Convention, also known as the Convention on Wetlands and Intergovernmental Environment Treaty, established in 1971 by UNESCO, which came into force in 1975. So, in 1971, the UNESCO, United Nations UNESCO full form I have just forgotten. United Nations Environment Safety Cooperation. I'll see it. United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. This is UNESCO. Okay. United Nations Educational, Scientific, Cultural Organization is the organ of United Nations. So UNESCO organized a international intergovernmental meeting in Ramsar in Iran. Ramsar is a place in Iran where the all of the world leaders participate in that meeting and signed a treaty to protect the wetland, which was recognized as Ramsar Site wetland, okay, which is also called as Ramsar Site. So it provides for national action and international cooperation regarding the conservation of wetland and wise sustainable use of the resources. Ramsar identifies wetlands of international importance, especially those providing water flow habitat. So as of April 2022, total 2437 Ramsar sites around the world protecting this amount hectare, and 171 national governments are participating. Now come to India. In India, nearly 36 sites are recognized as Ramsar sites. Okay, 36 sites means 36 wetlands are recognized as Ramsar sites. Okay. So their total number is not 36, sorry, I'm wrong. 49 sites, total 49 sites are recognized as Ramsar sites. Okay, these are the list, okay, of the Ramsar sites wetland. Okay, like Asthamudi wetland in Kerala, area 614. So out of 49, Sundarban wetland in West Bengal is the biggest, 4230 square kilometer is the biggest wetland in India. Okay, in India. And this Vembat coal wetland in Kerala is one of the biggest lake in India. One of the biggest lake in India as well as biggest lake of Kerala. So this is the related topic. Move to next topic. Bengal Jute Crisis, BJP MP summoned to New Delhi. So this is jute. We generally use the jute bag for carrying goods. Amid the ongoing crisis in the West Bengal jute industry, Bharatiya Janata Party MP Arjun Singh was on Saturday summoned to New Delhi and he is likely to meet Union Textile Minister Piyush Goyal. Why he is summoned to New Delhi? Because Mr. Singh has been blaming the centre. He is an MP of BJP, but still he is blamed the centre and the officer of the jute commissioner for the plight of thousands of workers of the state jute mills. Over a dozen of jute mills have closed in the state in the past few months. So regarding poor infrastructure, poor financial management, dozens of jute mills are regularly closed in that area. That's why the MP of that area, Arjun Singh, is blaming the centre and the centre immediately summoned him. Now we should know about the jute production of India. As a leading natural fiber producing country, India accounted for more than 50% of global jute production. Huge. 50% of global jute production is produced by India. So who is the biggest jute production country? Obviously it will be India. The bulk of the manufactured jute goods is predominantly being used in packaging purposes in domestic market. Okay, so mainly the main function of jute is in packaging industry to make jute bags. Now West Bengal leads jute cultivation along with Bihar, Assam, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tripura and Meghalaya. So which state has the highest producer of jute? West Bengal. It is one of the most affordable natural fiber that is manufactured into yarn, cloth bag, geotextile, agrotextile, shopping bags, gunny sacks. Okay, the traditional packaging material from these natural fibers has multiple use from the agriculture sector to the construction sector. This is also eco-friendly. If you throw jute bags into the society, it will slowly mixed up with the soil. Okay, and it will also improve the property of soil. It is eco-friendly. But currently we are focusing majority on plastic bags, and plastic is not eco-friendly of society. So we should give focus to jute manufacturing. Okay. Now what about the Indian jute export? In fiscal year 2021, April to November, around 57.82 million US dollar value of jute was exported from India to USA only. So USA is the highest importer of jute from India. It was around 17.92% of the total export of jute. Major countries where jute was exported in October are USA, Ghana, Nepal, UK, France. So these are the jute export partner of India. Now look at this chart. US, the value of material, the export value of material, jute materials into USA is nearly over 10 million US dollar. Then followed by Ghana, Nepal, UK, France, Netherlands, Saudi Arab, Cote d'Ivoire, Germany, Australia, all are buying jutes from India. Okay. Next news. It's a ridiculous news. Don't go to Pak to pursue medical course. Panel. What is this? So some Indian students are still going to Pakistan to pursue medical course. I don't know. The National Medical Commission has advised Indian students not to enroll themselves in medical college in Pakistan after UGC and AICTE urged Indian students not to enroll themselves in any college of education institute in Pakistan, failing which they will not be eligible to find a job or pursue higher education in the country. So UGC and AICTE and the national NMC. UGC is the control board of non-technical college, AICTE is the control board of technical college, and NMC is the control board of medical college. So all the college urged Indian students that they should not go to Pakistan, okay, to higher degree. If they did it, they will not be eligible to find a job or pursue higher education in our country. Okay, so they can do this in their own risk. Any Indian national overseas citizen of India who intend to take admission in MBBS, BDS or equivalent medical courses in any medical college of Pakistan shall not be eligible for appearing the FMG. FMG means Foreign Medical Graduate Examination. Okay, so what is the FMG test is after pursuing medical degree or MBBS degree from any foreign university, a student have to appear for this exam, Foreign Medical Graduate Examination, so to gain the license from Indian government to start practice in India, okay, or seeking employment in India on the basis of educational qualification in any subject acquired in Pakistan. But there is a exception ki kya, what is the exception? Those who had joined Pakistan degree college or institution before December 2018 or later after obtaining security clearance from MHA till date. So if you have urgent work in Pakistan and if you have take the security clearance from Minister of Home Affairs, you have permission from Minister of Home Affairs, and if you join the institution before December 2018, means you have already passed from that Pakistan university, or you have permission from MHA. In that case, you can join the Pakistan college, medical college. As well as another exemption is migrants and their children who have acquired medical degree or higher education in Pakistan and have awarded citizenship by India. The public notice issued on April 20. So migrant means the minor Hindu, the minority Hindu of Pakistan. If any minority Hindu or minority Christian of Pakistan pursue a degree from Pakistan University and now come to India claiming Indian citizen, and the government of India is allowing to be a Indian citizen, in that case the degree he pursued from Pakistan University is valid. Okay, so this is the news. Next news is from sport. Korea beats Japan for title, India finishes 5th. So in which sport? Korea was strong and sharp as it beat Japan 2-1 in the final of the Asia-Oceania World Junior Tennis Under 14 Boys Tournament at DLTA Complex, New Delhi on Saturday. So finally the ongoing DLTA complex, the ongoing Asia-Oceania World Junior Tennis competition finally ended, which was organized in the DLTA complex New Delhi, and the winner is Korea and the runner up is Japan, and India finishes in 5th position. So this is the news. Next news is Sindhu returns with bronze. So Sindhu failed to go to the final and he lost the match in the semi-final and wins the bronze. So what the news is, PV Sindhu ended her badminton Asia Championship campaign with a bronze medal after going down fighting to Japan's Akane Yamaguchi in 3 games at Muntinlupa, Philippines. So Muntinlupa, Philippines is hosting the badminton Asia Championship. So Asian country will participate in this contest, and PV Sindhu claimed bronze. Okay, the proud moment for India. Next news is NMDC keeps iron ore price unchanged. A very important news. So National Mineral Development Corporation, NMDC, India's largest iron ore producer. National Mineral Development Corporation, okay. So India's largest iron ore producer, NMDC, has decided to keep price unchanged. Which price? In a shift from back-to-back increase, which would come as a relief to customer, the mining major said effective April 30, a ton of lump ore would cost rupees 6,100, while a ton of same quality of fine core ore will come of rupees 5,160. So biggest iron ore producer of India is Natural Mineral Development Corporation, a government-owned company who keep the price of lump ore and fine ore unchanged. So this is the lump ore and this is the fine ore. Okay. So this is the thing. Now we should know about the NMDC. National Mineral Development Corporation is a government-owned mineral producer. Government-owned means government has a share of more than 50%. Okay. So owned by government. It is under the ownership of Ministry of Steel, Government of India. It is involved in the exploration of iron ore, copper, rock phosphate, limestone, dolomite, gypsum, bentonite, magnesite, diamond, tin, tungsten, graphite, etc. Okay, so all are the things explored, okay, by the National Mineral Development Corporation. It is India's largest iron ore producer and exporter, producing more than 35 million tons of iron ore from the 3 mechanized mines. So where are the iron ore mines placed in India? That is in Chhattisgarh and Karnataka. It is also operates the only mechanized diamond mine in the country, that is Panna in Madhya Pradesh. So where is the diamond mine in India? That is in Panna in Madhya Pradesh. Now headquarter of NMDC is Hyderabad, Telangana. Next news from sport is Real Madrid roams home to 35th La Liga title. Okay, so we all know La Liga is the football league of Spain, is the highest major football league of Spain, and in this 2021-22, this the La Liga champion of 2021-22 is Real Madrid. Okay, Real Madrid is a Spanish club, and Real Madrid is one of the biggest club in Europe as well as one of the biggest club in world also. It is a Spanish club and it wins the La Liga for 35th time. So Real Madrid own a record extending 35th La Liga title after 2 goals from Rodrigo spurred it to a 4-0 win over Espanyol on Saturday. So this is the things from today's newspaper. If you have any opinion, please text me or call me in this number anytime. So friend, if you like my analysis, my discussion, please subscribe my channel, press like button or share my video. We will meet tomorrow. Thank you.